He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. He'll be stopped at the 17. Down for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got his man.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. I've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They're getting this guy lathered up.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. From the gun. Give on the inside. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Going deep. Snatches it on the right. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. On to attempt to try. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Fires on the move. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. Still on his feet. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second.
14, Ohio State, 7.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 7.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Ohio State, 7.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Now they'll try the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Judkins. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Quarterback extends the play. He'll let it go down the right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. The catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Maffa. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got a man. It's Maffa.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. A shot toward the end zone. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Tigers. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So a drive there of 82 yards.
28, Ohio State, 14.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. Back to pass, it's Howard. Throwing right. He's got it. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Clemson 28.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Clemson is quick to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
At the 40, there he goes. Giving him his pads. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Quick strike complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Clemson.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Extending the play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Fires left. He's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Looking for a deep man. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the pass hits, picked off. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Clemson 30.
Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25.
Down at the
more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Clemson jumps to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Gets it out quickly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
My old coach said, "Don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain."
The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. It's Grinding Stool. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds him out of the backfield. Bulldozes him. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Green. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
Clemson 7, Arkansas 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Green. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. He's going to fire to the left. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside the 25. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Hold and fired complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The run from the shotgun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. They'll go hurry up here. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson is quick to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Clemson, 14. Arkansas, 7.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on that.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Dropping back, it's Green. He's not afraid to go deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit.
Number 36 on field goal.
Field goal is good.
That makes the score. Clemson 14, Arkansas.
The Tigers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. He wants to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. No huddle here for the offense.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and
he's going to throw deep right side. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze the...
Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. movements there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Drills him with the stiff arm. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown run.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Coming out with it, it's Hill. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Keeps the legs moving. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they're able to get the ball to the back in the flat there, but how about the tackle by the linebacker out in space? That guy's not easy to bring down one-on-one, but he did an outstanding job.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Discards a man.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. 1st guy couldn't get him. 2nd guy finally did. Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. to the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Green. Pocket starts to collapse. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Straight ahead from inside his 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To throw, it's Green. He's going up top here late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, he's looking downfield. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's... and they'll stop him at the 16. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They'll run it from the gun. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Clemson jumps to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense in the hurry-up. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. They're working that left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense set on 1st down. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. A new set of downs after the completion. Movement here from the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Lovett. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When we talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. To the air. It's back. And wings it incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone. It's Maffa. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Makes the grab down the middle. On the move at the 30. Afterburner's coming. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Tigers will hustle to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Williams. Headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Beck. Finds the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, looking to throw. And it's caught inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. On the ground. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. Penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
With the game tied.
The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get a...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing a turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
First down for this offense. On the run, it's Maffa. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Clemson is quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He looks that one in nicely. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe...
Lost one deep down the right side. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He steps out of bounds, but not over. Howdy. That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice. The end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the entire playbook is wide open on second and short like this. Looking for room, it's Maffa. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Got his man. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Haynes. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Moves around to clear up the vision. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation. Or what do? I want to throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football. Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. They're going to ride this running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Pressure coming. Oh, picked off.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing... Ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the field.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Complete out of the backfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Clemson jumps to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
10, Texas A&M, 0.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the option, he'll pitch it. Ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Just 9 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they come out guns a-blazing. Going up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted.
Intercepted. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw it again. Quick completion on the out. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
17, Texas A&M.
And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field.
And they got him for the sack.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play.
Clemson, 17. Texas A&M, 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the air, it's Reed. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30, the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Clemson.
Number 9.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Finds a man by himself. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And a great job by the QB, finally running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Clemson will come to the line with the first and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Touchdown, Clemson! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, this offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The short hands, it's Maffa. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. He's right on target. Good Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to get to him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.